Hello, Grace. It's me, Dana, with your reading here this morning. Oh, my cards got torn. That's sad. Anyways, as I was tuning into you, I was getting the okay, I'm ready energy. So I'm sure that resonates with you. I was gonna go get a drink and do a couple other things, and it's like, no, she's ready. So let's get this started. Grace is excited. Oh, card is flying out of the deck, so I am gonna say that one is yours. First card up is your desire is within reach. Have faith as everything is working in your favor. Wow, that is a beautiful card to come flying out of the deck for you. Yeah, I just got all this beautiful bubbly energy coming with you here. This is what I'm picking up. So, the second card up is new home. Moving is a step in the right direction for you. Okay. Now, before we started, I was being guided to get my glasses out because I may need to read some. So I'm going to read from the guidebook on these ones. And the third card, dietary change. Okay. So if you are experiencing up and down bouts with energy and everything, take a real good spiritual, holistic look at your diet. It's the message that's coming through here. Not just the doctors and not just the nutritionists. Some real, be aware of the spiritual intention and energy of everything that you're putting into your fuel tanks. So mentally, physically, and emotionally, what kind of diet have you been eating? All right? This is our Lamborghini, and sometimes we're guilty of putting diesel in these tanks, okay? So improve your diet, and your life will also improve. This is a very, very, very important, this card here. And I believe this has a lot to do with your desire is within reach, okay? Yes, okay. Now I'm going to read for the new home, because that's the one I'm being guided to read for. LM, and I don't usually always read my guidebook. I like to just let the messages flow, but sometimes the message is to look at the guidebook. Let's see. New home. Moving is a step in the right direction for you. The fairies are so attuned to the Earth's heartbeat that they can detect changes far before we're aware of them. This card comes to you because the fairies foresee you moving to a new location with positive results. If you ask for their assistance, the fairies can help with this change, including letting go of your present home, releasing financial worries, and finding a wonderful new place. So can you actually put that into your belief, want, desire, fuel tanks? You know, I believe that, moving from this space would be good for me. I release the worries of the finances and how it will happen. And I believe that finding a wonderful new place is possible. Okay? Additional meanings for this card. Take steps to move, such as contacting a real estate agent. A positive change in your finances allows you to afford a better home. Someone is moving in or out of your home. That can also be the same change, right? Because your home becomes totally different if someone else moves in or out of it, right? Okay. Healing is occurring within your home. A relationship change heralds a move. Consider a career helping others with their homes. such as feng shui, mural painting, landscaping, or house sitting, right? So you may be the new home, new energy. You may change somebody else's home by, changing what you do for a living, okay? So that was very significant for you to hear those two, okay? Yeah. Now with the dietary thing, there's lots of links to certain foods and beliefs causing illness and dis-ease in our body, okay? So do some homework and research on spiritual meanings of dis-ease and things. Louise Hay did a book with a lady named Mona. I have the book here. It's called All Is Well. And I really resonated with when someone lent me that book with the information, because I found I was able to do that. Get that information before I found the book. So the book was kind of confirmation of another one of my knowing gifts. Okay. For example, when my brother started to suffer from a disease in his legs, his lower legs, and his veins and everything. And my first thought was, this is a fear. His deep-rooted fears and unresolved issues of being able to support himself and his family, right? Because the legs support, and they move us about and they move forward. So if we have those fears of moving forward and new and stuff like that, well, that's would be the area of the body that would be affected. And indeed, this was the root of the majority of my brother's issues and dis-ease in this life. And ultimately it manifested into greater disease, and he did lose his life from it. See, he wouldn't hear the information that I had to share, but that was because of his path and his journey in this life, and the issues and the players that he had in his game, right? The same with my father. During a medical qigong session I was having, I had to come to understand that my father chose a very difficult journey in this life, and my knowings and awarenesses coming to light that would assist him, he will not be willing to take in during this lifetime. Okay? And I had to learn to understand and respect that that was his journey, his life, and the things that his soul needed to experience. And it was not for me to change his journey. Okay? It was for me to learn and understand how best to steer my own boat, to offer my information and light and knowings out there for those who are seeking it, and those in my immediate family tree were not seeking it. Okay, so that was part of my journey. I chose a family to come into that was not going to be on the same journey as me, but I had to go through it anyways. So it's part of building my strength that even without support and understanding of my gifts and my uniqueness from the base, from the family, from the root tree, I still had to decide to go forward and flourish and expand these gifts out into the world, despite not having, confirmation in the beginning, okay? So that's huge trust, huge trust. And this is part of your journey as well. Okay? This is why I'm being inspired to share it with you, because we're on a similar journey. Right? Your journey is about teaching out there. And when you teach out there first of what you know, then the inner root system will be strengthened. So, by choosing the journey you're on, you're changing the 7 generations to come and also changing the 7 generations of the past. Does this make sense? Does this resonate with you? I'm sure it does. Okay. What else does Grace need to hear today? I got a card upside down in there. It'll be interesting to see if that card comes back up. Okay. 11. Balance. Also a master number, right? You're a master soul. You're here to balance an awful lot of things. I'm going to read from the book on that one, okay? That's probably what these are for. Which I didn't need them for the last one. I find my eyes, my vision comes in and out. Some days it's like everything up here is a blur. And other days it's like I have moments of clarity, right? But it's also representative of where I am on my journey. Some days it's not here where I'm supposed to focus. It's the bigger picture that I am required to focus on, because that's what my journey is about. I once had someone trying to help me build a website and a logo and all this stuff, and all this resources, there. And all I could say to the person was, I don't know, thank you, but it's not about me. I don't know what it's about, but it's not about me. And that's all I could tell him. I see my battery is draining on this laptop quite quickly. Which is telling me that probably happens to you a lot too. Your battery is getting drained quite quickly. So, with the dietary change and the change in some mental beliefs and finding out some spiritual energy knowings about the things you're putting into your mental and physical and emotional belief systems, that will stop that draining, okay? Balance. This card represents the need for balance and harmony with your inner life, as well as with what's surrounding you in the physical world, okay? This denotes that some lifestyle adjustments are required at this time. It could be associated with love, relationships, business, or even your career, okay? The balance card is also being shown to you to make you realize that what you perceive to be happening around you is really an externalization of an inner process or conflict that you may be currently experiencing, okay? We got something in here and here that needs to be resolved, and we need a paradigm shift there. And when you see things from a slightly different perspective, you're going to really be able to let go of a lot of things that have been blocking you, okay? This card will often appear if you work in the legal field or when you're involved in law-related matters. Have faith that justice will triumph, as justice and karma go hand in hand. Take only what you've earned, treat people fairly, and don't take advantage of anyone. This is all part of living a balanced karmic life. When determining something, there must be a state of balance, emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually, so that you can make rational decisions and logical judgments. This is a time to be honest and caring and responsible for the choices that you've made, as well as the ones that will be made in the future. The traditional tarot card for this would be Justice. As I was reading that, I was starting to get feeling impatience, okay? So if you have an issue with impatience, the answer to finding the questions and answers more easily is to get still. Get quiet. breathe, and get calm, and find some balance. And then the answers and the way will just simply come to you easily. Think of a person in quicksand, okay? The more you flail about, the faster you sink, all right? I'm going to go plug the laptop in, and I'm going to do a part 2 for this, okay? Because the battery's drained. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, they're saying just pull 2 more cards. Spiritual union. Okay. This is with yourself. Really. Inner balancing is the message here. Mental, physical, and emotional. Inner balancing and some cleaning up to do. Okay? It will make a world of difference. A world of difference. With some slight changes and knowing and information. Okay? Rejoice in celebration. Okay? This is an emotions card. So we have some emotions that we need to clear out and really get back in control of, because they've not been, you have felt out of control, okay? Moments of out of control. But understand, those were just suppressed things that had to come out, and they were bursts. And, don't let them overwhelm you, okay? It had a lot to do with the energy out there as well. And you're very sensitive to the energy. So your desires within reach. Work on those dietary changes, mentally, physically, emotionally. Find your balance. And the new home card, okay? Maybe it's the career, all right? Think outside some boxes, and, once you clear out some of this clutter, some of those inner pathways and things will open right up for you, the way, the who, what, where I'm supposed to be going, okay? Low battery warning. I'm gonna shut it off. And I'll take some photos of the cards, and I'll add some final notes in the final video. Okay? Smiles to you. It's me.